Have you ever felt like I'm doing so much? I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm feeling like I'm doing everything I know to do, yet my goals still feel out of reach. What is going on? Have you ever felt like that? Because I know that I have felt like literally like I'm running in place. Like I feel the pressure of everything that is going on in my life. I feel the burden of putting out fire after fire after fire. But at the same time, my results don't seem to match the energy that I'm putting out. And so if you are feeling like you've been running in place, if you are feeling like you are behind when it comes to hitting the goals that you set for yourself, if you are feeling stuck, you've come to the right place. And so I really want you to understand what it takes to fast track your goals, to fast track your success. And the first thing you got to do is recognize that you are the problem. I'm going to say that again. I need you to recognize that you are the problem. Now, that might make you feel some type of way, but if you own it, you're going to be on the path to fixing it. This is the thing. When you designate someone outside of you as the problem, it can't get fixed. It can't get fixed because you're depending on them. You're counting on them. You're waiting on them. But when you own it, you recognize that, listen, I can't fix anybody else but me. I can't change anybody else but me. And when you recognize that you are the problem and the solution, that's when your life begins to change. When you recognize that you've outgrown certain situations, you've outgrown certain relationships, but you're there because of fear. When you admit to that, that's when your life begins to change. That is when you change the trajectory of your life. Every time I think about how I would stay in jobs that were toxic, how I stayed in a 6-year relationship that was toxic, that was beyond toxic, physical abuse, emotional abuse, cheating repeatedly. But I was the problem. Yes, that person's behavior was unacceptable, but I decided to stay because I didn't believe in me. I decided to stay because I had low self-confidence. I decided to stay because honestly, I thought that that was the best that I could do. And so if you find yourself in a situation where you are wondering, why am I here? Why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep repeating these cycles? I need you to get honest with yourself. I need you to do a real self-assessment. And I need you to find out what it is that's stopping you. What is it that's keeping you in a place that you know you've outgrown? What is it that's keeping you in a place where you are settling, where you know you deserve more? You have a desire for more, but you're telling yourself you're not good enough. You're telling yourself you're not smart enough. You're telling yourself you can't do it, and you can. And the only reason you're not doing it is because you don't believe you can. And so I want to challenge you to shift your mindset. I want to challenge you to be consistent, right? Don't keep starting and stopping. Don't just rely on motivation. Motivation is great. We need it. I need it. But I have internal motivation as well. I have internal, because there are some things that I desire. And listen, I have been blessed. And I know that I will continue to be blessed. But there are some things that will not happen until I take action. There are some things that will not happen until I make some changes. There are some things that will not happen until I confront myself. And so I need you to stop waiting on someone else to support you, waiting on someone else to say thank you, waiting on someone else to tell you that you are good enough. Listen, I need you to believe it for yourself. I know it feels good when someone else affirms you, but I need you to start affirming you. Because listen, once you understand just how valuable you are, just how brilliant you are, everyone around you is going to see it. They're going to recognize that you're no longer looking for them to affirm you. They're going to recognize, listen, this person, they've really gotten themselves together. Wow, how are they doing that? They are doing that because they have self-belief. That's what it's all about. It is all about you believing that you deserve it and believing that you can get it. As long as you are allowing doubt to guide your decisions and your actions, you're going to stay stuck. I hate to break it to you, but you got to own up to this thing. You've got to say to yourself, I will not stay in this situation. I refuse to stay here. I refuse to be mistreated. I refuse to be talked down to. I refuse to be cheated on. I refuse to keep getting overlooked. So what actions are you going to take to ensure that your life looks the way you want it to look? Listen, you are a co-creator in your life. You can design your life to look the way you want it to look. And you got to be willing to make a move even when you're afraid, even when you're nervous, even when you don't feel ready. So instead of talking yourself out of the move, instead of talking yourself out of updating your resume and starting a new job search, instead of talking yourself out of not applying for the contract or the promotion or writing the book or going back to school, talk yourself into it. You deserve it. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve happiness. You deserve abundance. But it's going to be up to you to take control of your life. It's going to be up to you to hold you accountable. You got to call out and address your unproductive habits. You got to call out and address your limiting beliefs. You got to call out and address all of the times that you self-sabotage. When you say you're going to do something and you don't do it. You got to call yourself out when you start on something and you don't finish. You got to call yourself out when you know you should be doing something, but you are deliberately choosing not to do it. This is the thing. I need you to take ownership of your results. And I need you to understand that success comes down to your daily habits. And so this is what I need you to do. I need you to understand that now is the time. I need you to understand that you cannot keep putting off your upgrade. You're saying you want it, but your actions are not lining up with what you say you want. Your mindset is not lining up with what you say you want. Your level of consistency is not lining up with what you say you want. So what is one thing that you can commit to doing over the next 30 days every single day? Every single day. What is one thing? And I want you to type it. I want you to share it. What is that one thing? Is it going for a walk? Is it getting enough sleep? Is it calling out your negative thoughts? Is it you confronting you every day? Is it you picking up a book and reading a chapter a day? What is it that you're going to do? Are you going to meditate every single day? What are you going to do to level up your life? What are you going to do to ensure that your life gets better and better and better? See, a lot of us grew up in unhealthy environments. We grew up in toxic environments, and in our minds, that's natural. But let me tell you something. It's not natural for you to be stressed out every day. It's not natural. It's not natural for you to not be happy. You were born to be happy. You were born to live, to flourish, to thrive. And that is what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on ensuring that you design the life that you desire to live. The quicker you own your journey, the quicker you take responsibility for everything that is happening. It's not on anybody else. I know they probably could have helped you. They probably could have supported you. They probably said some negative things about you. It is not about them. It is about you. This is your life. It's your dream. It's your vision. I need you to take control of your life. It's your time. It's your turn. Let's go.